So this was a win. I've been putting this off. Tonight I have to change the transmission fluid on the John Deere 3046R. And the first thing I have to do is heat it up, the transmission fluid. So I'm going to take it for 2 or 3 laps up and down my short street, get the fluid warm, give you some video of that. And I'm going to leave the my restored box scraper on the back of it. We'll see how that fares ripping up and down the street. Let's do a cold start. I don't say this enough. I can't thank all of you who watch my videos enough, and those of you who subscribe. I really appreciate that you're paying attention to my channel and that you find it interesting and you're enjoying watching my videos. I encourage all of you to comment. It's interesting. Over 90% of my viewers are not subscribers, so I really hope you'll subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and share my videos with others. Hopefully they'll subscribe too. So thank you for the support of my channel, and I hope you're doing well in this COVID-19 and staying healthy and enjoying my Victory Series videos. Thank you. Let's start this. It's probably about 45 degrees out. Let's give this a cold start. See how she does. Be an ample amount of light under here, so you can see. I might also use the other one. This is where the transmission fluid goes in, up in here. I'm going to take this off. So the oil will drain, and I'm going to remove the dipstick. Good on oil, and it looks very clean, but they told me to change it. This is what I'm using: John Deere High Guard transmission and hydraulic oil. That's what they recommend. I like to buy it from the dealer so they know I'm putting in the right oil in case there's ever a warranty issue that comes up. It says it takes over 6 gallons of transmission fluid. So I think I have roughly 10 gallons covered in these 2 oil pans. So I won't be overflowing. I just hope it doesn't shoot out and make a mess of my cardboard, which I have underneath. You know I'm partial to cardboard. I did run the tractor. The engine is up. They said to warm up the transmission fluid. The engine is at least 140 degrees, making a run up and down the street 2 or 3 times. So I think it should be good to drain. Let me get some tools. Many of you compliment me that I know what I'm doing, and I'm glad you feel that way, but this is an example where I'm not perfect. Learn from my mistakes. The green oil pan has a pour spout, and I didn't realize it until the oil rose about 2 inches from the rim of the green oil pan and started pouring out the spout and making a mess on my floor. And yes, for us old timers, wrecking a good piece of cardboard. So be prepared with some good oil pans, maybe 3 of them, or short buckets to put underneath the drain for the transmission fluid. Learn from my mistakes and you won't have a mess on the floor of your garage. and be better prepared. I just got caught up with the setting up the lights and the cameras, and should have looked at that pan closely. I haven't used it in many years. Again, learn from my failure so you don't have this happen to you. So why not just spill every last bit of oil that's in the transmission on the garage floor? Just give it up. I changed this transmission fluid a year ago on the tractor, and it was just over maybe 120 hours. Now it has over 200 hours. But this is when the dealers thought I should do it, and things go from bad to worse and an even bigger mess. You just can't win sometimes. So this is the proper way to remove the transmission filter and just get even more oil all over your oil pan and all over your cardboard and eventually soaking into your garage floor. This just didn't go well. I'll show you the difference in color between, this is really why you change it, the transmission filter that was in the tranny, and then it's much grayer than the new filter that it's going in. So it's a good thing I did this, and you should consider changing the oil yourself. Or maybe if you want to spare an oil job on your garage floor, maybe take it to the dealer, to someone who knows what they're doing. Well, I'm not going to call that a total victory, because that was a big mess. Not happy about that. The new transmission filter, and you can see the old one that's in there is very, I want to say it's gray. This is a dark gray on it. I'll do a clip comparison on the video. Look at the comparison of the old filter and the new filter. The difference between the two. Did its job. Now this isn't easy with this bar here. Let me see if I can get this in. There doesn't appear to be anything fancy about how this filter is seated in here that I can see on the end. There's nothing, just shoving it in. And that seemed to be down. Oh man, nothing's going right tonight. That's what I want right there. That's what I want. I'm gonna... There we go. Okay, that O-ring is properly seated. I put just under 7 gallons of transmission fluid in. I put about 6 in, ran the engine, let it settle, and then I put about half to 3/4 of a gallon in to get it in the right spot, fill level on the dipstick, which is below the fill port on the transmission and to the left. You can see the yellow handle sitting on the PTO cover. Okay, I'm back. I'm outside, and I wanted to show this. I thought I had all the tools to do this job, and I thought I had an oil filter wrench big enough to take this transmission filter cover off, and I did not. And it measures 4.5 inches in diameter, maybe 114 millimeters in diameter. So it's if you're doing this job at home, you need a 4.5 inch oil wrench, at least that big, to take it off. I had a big boat at one time and I thought I still had the oil filter wrench to take it off, and I didn't. So I had to scrounge around and get my brother help from my brother Patrick. I found this broken oil filter strap, and this was not strong enough to tighten it. But what I did was I wrapped this chain oil filter strap around this strap, and I wanted to show you, and we'll see if I can do it again. I don't know if I can do it again. I wanted to show you what I did. And what happens is when I do this, when I'm laying on my side out here, well, let's try tucking this up in here. So you can see how this strap works. And I didn't want to scratch the cover, so that's why I used the burlap strap around it. I didn't want to scratch the cover. Okay, and wow, I hope you can see that. Oh. Okay. I felt obligated. I wanted to show you that. I did that off camera. I thought it would be simple to do. I was going to crack it loose and go on camera. But I wanted to show you that you really need a big oil filter or strap to go around this. I had one that was broken, and I didn't want to scratch it up with this chain wrench. So I wanted to make sure you saw that. I try to keep the camera real. I think even though I changed the oil filter on this machine, I'm not happy the way I did it, or the transmission filter and transmission oil on this machine. I'm not thrilled the way it happened because it just made a big mess in my garage. I did clean everything up, but I wanted to show you that. It took 6 gallons of oil, and it was showing that it was full. I ran it and it filled up. Sure, it filled up this reservoir where the transmission filter is, and it looks like it needs the 7th gallon of hydraulic fluid in it. It's just touching the add line, so I'm going to put that in it, and this should be good to go. Goes without saying. Thank you for watching this Victory Series video on the changing of the transmission fluid and transmission filter on my John Deere 3046R tractor. Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you ride motorsports, please wear a helmet, and I hope to see you on the trail. Thank you for watching, and God bless.